Hey, it's Adon here, AdonCoin.com, where I teach you how to play in DADGAD guitar. This lesson we're going to learn a song called Guiding Light by 5 Ants. It's a song I've been playing for a while in the band Socks in the Frying Pan. If you haven't heard it in DADGAD yet, I'll leave it in the description below or up in the corner here. You can watch it and come back and we'll learn the chords. So I'm going to show you the first few chords for the verse, then I will add in some rhythm, then we'll work through the chords for the chorus, and then at the end I'll show you some noodly bits, basically Hammerons Pulloffs, all little things that you can add in if you like. So let's go through it. We start off with this first 4 chords are all 1 finger chords. So we have this, it's a second finger on the 2nd fret of that low A string, and then we have that, we're not playing that low D string, we're going to mute that. So that's our first chord, and I play it with my 2nd finger here. And you can play it with your 1st finger, but later on, if you want to do some slides or anything like that, if you want to add that in, I find it handier to play with your 2nd finger. So I'm also showing you this in the key of D, so that depending on your voice, you can change it with the capo. All of these shapes are going to work in different keys. I play it normally with the capo on the 2nd fret, so in the key of E major. So I'm just showing you in the key of D, so you can have that option. Next chord up, we have this 1 finger chord, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of that G string. Cool. And then 3rd chord, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of that middle D string. Not playing the low D. Nice one. And then we're back to this 1st finger on the 2nd fret of that G. So just to add in some rhythm to that, we'll go through it. It goes like this. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll go through the chords as we go through that. So I'll count it out. So we're starting with this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. And just to get it at the start, you want to just have that rhythm rock solid. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then later on you can start, it's a nice song to kind of let breathe basically, so you can 2, 3, 4, add in little picking patterns here and there. You don't have to be too specific. That's the handy thing about DADGAD. It allows you to just be a bit free-flowing with that. All of these high open strings are going to work with these chords, so it just sounds nice. But at the start, I'd advise just kind of get that metronome out and kind of practice in time. Then you can start leaving it up to your own devices and playing the way you want. So let's go on to the chorus. We have this chord here. It's a G chord. So we start off with this 3rd finger on the 5th fret of that low D, 4th finger on the 5th fret of the low A. Then we have that open middle D, and then the 2nd finger on the 4th fret of that G string. So it's a G add 2, but we'll get to the names of the chords in a while. Just want to get through the shapes first. So that's when I need to get. So then we're going to home. So we have the 3rd finger on the 4th fret of that low D string, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of that G string. The rest of the strings are nice and open. Have a nice curve in your hand to make sure all of those strings are ringing out. So when I need to get home, you're my guiding light. Next chord. There's only 4 chords in the chorus as well. So we have 2nd finger on that 2nd fret of the low D, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of that low A. Rest of the strings are open. And then finally, back to this 1 finger on the 2nd fret of that G. So to go through with the rhythm of the chorus, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll go through the chord shapes. Count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, are the verse chords and the chorus chords. So that's, you can play the whole song with just those chords, but we want to kind of add a little bit more into it. First, we'll learn the names of all of these chords. In DADGAD, the names get a bit strange with these all of these open notes, but we'll just simplify things as we go along. So the first chord that we play is actually a B minor 13th or flat 13th, but we can just call it a B. So that's our second finger on the second fret of that A. Then we had this D5 or D modal, and we can just call it a D. Then we had the third one finger chord, which was this A7 suspended. We can just call it an A. Then we were on to this G. It's a G add 2 or G2. We can just call it a G. Then we had this F sharp minor augmented. We'll just call it F sharp minor. And we're basically just working off of the low notes. So we had the G, the lowest note is going to be your G. Lowest note here is going to be your F sharp. And then finally down to your E minor 11. But we'll just call it E minor. So in DADGAD, as I said, because of these open strings, there's going to be a lot of different names, but we can simplify things. So the next thing I want to show you then is just to work through and add little bits into the song. So if you saw the version, as I said in the description, if you listen to it, you would have heard me doing some Hammerons Pulloffs slides. So I'll just give a quick example going through using these Hammerons and Pulloffs, and then we'll walk through exactly what I'm doing. So to start off, I have a Hammeron. That's a slide and a pull-off. Hammeron. So I'll work through all of this now, and it's just a nice way to add a little bit of spice into the tune. So we have a Hammeron on the second fret, slide up and slide down, pull off. But it's all done in one swoop. So we'll go through one at a time. So Hammeron, 2, 3, and then we go into the slide up from that second fret up to the fourth. And then we have slide down from that fourth to the second. And that's why I was using the second finger for this. It's just handier than the first, I find. And then we have a pull off. So you're pulling off on that second to that open A. So all together, in a 4 count goes 1, 2, 3. It's on that 4 that we do that slide up, slide down, pull off, and we end on this D. So, and we can do that. We also do that on the middle D string. So we go. So let's just go through that. We have the Hammeron on that second finger of the middle D string. We have the slide up, slide down, pull off, and that's all in one go. So watch the right hand. My right hand is just doing. So that slide up, slide down, and pull off is all one stroke of the pick. And once again, because of DADGAD, we can let those open strings ring out. Cool. And we're finishing on that D. Nice one. Then I have this, it's almost like a little bridge bit. So it goes just before the chorus. So I'll finish the chorus. It goes, when I need to get home, you're my guiding light, you're my guiding light. So it's so I start with this 3 here on the 4th fret, and then we have the 1, and then we do, it's a Hammeron, pull off, and then another pull off. So let's go through that Hammeron, pull off, and that pull off is kind of like a drag of that first, and then speed it up. Sorry. So it's just something you could practice, and it's just something I like to add in just before we do this climb up. So I add in an extra 4 bars to what 5/8 would do, or you might see other players do. I just add it in. I like to have this kind of build up to the chorus. When I need to, into the chorus. So let's learn this build up. So it goes from the D, then we're going up to this. We have the 3rd finger on the 4th fret, 1st finger on the 2nd fret. We're sliding up. 3rd and 2nd finger on the 4th fret of that G string, 3rd finger on the 5th fret. I'm gonna hold that shape and slide it up 2 frets, almost to like an A shape. So all together we have that 3. Cool. We'll go through that one more time. There we go. And then you'd be into your chorus. When I need to get home. So that's kind of everything in a nutshell. There's a few little extra bits I add in, but maybe you can, it's basically based off of those inside shapes. So I might go, and then outside. But I have plenty more videos on this channel that kind of go over these inside skeleton scale, outside skeleton scale, and you can check them out. So it's just fun stuff to add into songs anywhere you want. So I hope you found that handy. If you have any questions at all, just leave them in the comments. Give it a thumbs up, a like, and I'll have plenty more songs and DADGAD videos on the way. So I'll see you on the next one.